on, everybody. Let's do this. Here we go.
Hello Musketeers and welcome to Mondays with Mickey. My name is Mike Knigge and I am your host, and this week we're not going to be doing something Disney related. Rather, we're going to be doing something Boy Scout related. If you watch my vlog regularly, if you watch the show regularly, you'll know last week I mentioned that once again we're going to do something that's not Disney related this week. And that's because my son is crossing over from Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts. For those who aren't familiar with scouting, I'm sure most people have heard of scouting to some degree, or know something about scouting, or know somebody who's been in scouting. Most people have heard of Eagle Scout, which is the highest rank you can make in Boy Scouts. But one that's a little less known, but still pretty important, it's a milestone in a scout's career, is crossing over from Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts. Not only crossing over, but earning their Arrow of Light. Now, let me clarify how that works. In Cub Scouts, you have several ranks. You have Tiger, Bear, Wolf, Weeblo 2, or as it's called now, Arrow of Light. When you reach that final rank, you can just cross over to Boy Scouts. You don't necessarily have to earn this award, but it's an award that most boys earn when they cross over. But it's the highest honor that Cub Scouts can offer. And the rank patch that comes with it, which is essentially like an arrow, can be worn on the Boy Scout uniform throughout the entire time they're a Boy Scout. And when they become leaders, if they choose to become leaders, they can actually put a knot on their uniform. I have an Arrow of Light knot on my uniform, and one day if Frank ever becomes a leader, he'll have one. So it's a big deal. It's kind of important, and my son Franklin, Epic Franklin, earned his Arrow of Light and crossed over to Boy Scouts. So I've got a collection of some video snippets from the camp out. I've got some pictures. Did a cool video with some of the collage of different pictures from the camp out. Hope you guys enjoy. Take a look at it, and we'll be right back.
Time for some Scout songs. Wait, is that a picture or a video?
I don't know. What do you think it is?
Video?
Maybe.
I see your face. You're smiling. Okay. Here we go. Is mine cooked yet?
See it bubbling a little bit?
No, I think it's
Not yet.
mine's cooked.
Breakfast.
Dang! Hey, put that on your YouTube channel. And he is YouTube right now.
Right.
It's a new.
Dun dun dun. It's artillery.
There must be more to see out here. This was one of the vehicles that crashed a long time ago. It was stuck in it. Trying to turn it back
It's not that.
Two, one, go! Three, two, one, go!
Wah wah wah.
Marshall!
Back up a bit, bud.
Liam! Three, two, one!
Hey, if you're not going to take it seriously, I don't need you to do it, okay? Oh, okay. Sorry. Alex Matthews, pack 16 to troop 26. Right here. Andrew Matter. Bryson Mazingo.
Yeah, man, that light's
Turn.
Liam Villier, pack 68 to troop 68.
A 3D Pokeball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just on the other side of LA. The dogs out there chasing the geese.
Scout music. Help D. Throw 'em up for the BSA. Throw 'em up for the BSA. 3 fingers. Salute.
There ain't no doubt about it. I wanna jump up and scream and shout it. Looking good in my uniform, 'cause baby, I was born to be a scout. See, it's my destiny, the only thing I ever really wanted to be. Green socks below my knee, 'cause baby, I was born to be a scout. Scout, be a scout. 'Cause baby, I was born to be a scout. Scout, be a scout. 'Cause baby, I was born to be a.
Here comes the Scout Master. Drive the Scout will be a little faster. Step on the gas, are we there yet? I wanna build a bridge for my Eagle project. Yeah, see, I'm the real Scout Ranger. Got my spirit stick to keep me out of danger. Be prepared. Yeah, that's my motto. We're keeping it stacked like Baden's grotto. Ha! The girls love me though, 'cause I've been looking real good in my neckerchief, yo. But one thing y'all need to know
Is I'm a funky weebalo. Ain't no doubt about it. I wanna jump up and scream and shout it. Looking good in my uniform, 'cause baby, I was born to be a scout. See, it's my destiny, the only thing I ever really wanted to be. Green socks below my knee, 'cause baby, I was born to be a scout. Scout, be a scout. 'Cause baby, I was born to be a scout. Scout, be a scout. 'Cause baby, I was born to be a.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let me tell you what it takes to really be a Boy
You
Scout.
gotta serve your unit, serve the country, be a winner, be trustworthy.
Good master, he be running the pack. Never let a brother down, 'cause he got your back. Gonna shoot for the stars. Gonna be great, gonna go far. Sink or swim, keep your head up high. I'm a Boy Scout till I die. Oh, there ain't no doubt about it. I wanna jump up and scream and shout it. Looking good in my uniform, 'cause baby, I was born to be a scout. See, it's my destiny, the only thing I ever really wanted to be. Green socks below my knee, 'cause baby, I was born to be a scout.
To the left, Scout, dip it real good. Scouts, jump to the
class. Keep it up for my Star Scouts. And what about the lifestyle? My Eagles, my Eagles, Scout leaders, Scout leaders. Let me hear you make some noise. Make some noise.
Alright, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, like I said, it's not Disney related. I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. It was a big deal for Franklin. He was really excited. You know, he got to see the Order of the Arrow go through and do the ceremony. Traditionally, when we do a crossover with Pack 68 to Troop 68, we go ahead and we do it at the church where we host the Cub Scout meetings and the Boy Scout meetings, for that matter. And it's just a private ceremony. It's nice, but it's quiet. It's private, and you know, it's just kind of traditional. But this year we wanted to try something a little different. This year we decided to take advantage of the fact that the district was holding a crossover ceremony for every pack and troop in the Aquila district, if they wanted to take part in it. And we figured, hey, it's a camp out for one. What better way to send off, you know, some Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts with a camp out? And two, the ceremony was being held by the Order of the Arrow. The Order of the Arrow essentially is the honor society of Boy Scouts. It's something that you have to be elected to by your troop to be able to even attempt to join. So it's, you know, they're kind of a big deal in scouting. If you look back at the pictures and the videos, the guys wearing the white sashes with the red arrows, that's them. Anybody who was hosting the ceremony, like in the Native American dress, was OA. So, you know, he got to see some OA guys. He got to see the Boy Scouts, you know, doing the canoeing across the river, the fire, the whole pop and circumstance of it. Kind of made this crossover a little special. So we're really glad that we did that. And, you know, half the guys from his den are going off to Troop 68, which is kind of the natural progression. But my son, Epic Franklin, and a couple of his friends are going over to Troop 8 instead of Troop 68. Now, the reason that's happening is, you know, as they were finishing up the requirements and they were getting ready to cross over, we wanted the boys to go and check out several different units. Not just 68, not just assuming they should go to 68, but they don't have to. They can go to other units. We wanted them to see other units because, honestly, they're all doing the same scouting program, but they all do it in slightly different ways. 68 is a fantastic unit. It's very strict. They're very on things about like uniform standards. They're very, you know, regimented in the way they do things, which is not a bad thing. It, you know, instills, you know, that discipline and whatnot into boys, and it's a fantastic unit. It does great. The unit he's going to, a little more laid back, not as strict on certain things, but they've been around a long time too. In fact, they're actually an offshoot of 68. Years ago, when 68 was first formed, which would have been a little over 40 years ago, I believe. You know, a group of the parents didn't like the direction it was going, so they went and formed their own troop, Troop 8. So it's kind of cool. It's almost like the rival in a way, but they're a good unit too. So, you know, Franklin wanted to stay with some of his friends, and a couple of his friends were going over to Troop 8, and he decided to choose his friends over 68. So I'm sure you guys will start seeing videos from our experiences and our travels with Troop 8. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, like I said, I apologize it's not Disney related. Next week we'll get back to Disney. But this was kind of an important milestone in Franklin's life, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave you as I leave you every week. I hope you never lose sight of one thing. This was all started by a mouse. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys next week.